Welcome, welcome. Pluto's in Aquarius. When I tell you his energy has been amazing, it got real quick, didn't it? We're going to see what the vibe is. Going to let Pluto, Saturn, Uranus do they talking with this energy that we in. We in a Venus hour, so all right. So it may pull up some info here regarding Venusian energy, sacred values, emotional security that connects to one's material security, the mantra of I have. So based on what I just heard, I heard I have a problem. Let me tell you, anybody, okay? Listen to me and listen to me clearly. Anybody who comes to you with, I have a problem, I want you to listen. They have a problem. You have a choice right within that statement to decide if it's yours or to leave them with their problem. Because they said they have it. The way you choose to respond to that will determine if that becomes yours or if it just stays with them. Okay? Welcome, beloved. Judge Joe, Ashe, welcome. Blessings, my love. So just keep that in mind. See, this is what I mean about awareness and listening, paying attention. You could avoid so much shit, prevent so much shit in your life if you just allow yourself to pay attention to what you're being aware of, or what your awareness is just showing you right in your face, telling you, listen, look, see, hear, feel. Because there's this energy of the false devotees when it comes to a monarch butterfly on the screen. When it comes to their true evolution of themselves, it seems as though the false devotees have been put together in a bag, basket, whatever, and presented to you on some here. You see this? Here, you see it now? You hear it? Are you listening? They don't belong in your energy. You got people out here claiming to be royalty in the sense of the energy itself, not having to do with the material realm. No, the energy. But they so false within themselves that this Pluto and Aquarius vibe has just, that some of y'all really received the gift of, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Fucking knew it. YouTube. Go. Instead of you get a car, you get a car. You get blocked, you get blocked. You get... Told y'all. Blockbuster back in business, huh? And it's for some of y'all, here's the way the situation appears. You express excitement about something, and then someone has a debative statement in regards to what you just said. But in past situations, that probably went in one ear and out the other for you. For others of you, you've been recognizing this, but you've been on some forgive them for they know not what they do. Until Pluto went into Aquarius, what was that? 7:56 p.m. 7:11. It's also a number connected to the mother maiden in the chrome. It came on some. What'd you say? Okay, you gotta go. What'd you say? Let's build on that. What'd you say? You gotta go. What'd you say? You gotta go. What'd you say? You gotta go. Not even on. You don't even ask the question. Everything that was supposed to go from the 18th, 19th, up until this very moment right now that you're watching this, the 22nd. Telling you, everything was handed to you in the basket of whatever it was that you can continue to build with and what got to go. Let me tell you something. You're not in a position to explain yourself. Some of y'all been doing too much of that in the past. Explaining why. And it does, you know what I mean about explaining why? This could also have to do with you explaining to yourself why you haven't made or taken the full action based on a decision that your inner wisdom has been showing you this entire time. Some people want to shine so bad, but never want to take a foot or a step or an inch into their own darkness where their light is. But they would rather spend more time comparing or finding similarities with you to make them. You better go take that ass to be. You better go for that dive. Let me tell you something. Pluto in Aquarius is in my 8th house, and I am delighted. Okay. Because it's literally the energy I've been on for a while because my North Node is in the 8th house. So I'm ecstatic. And as a apex huntress, we ain't gonna come over here and play. A protector is highly protected. Since 2000, let's say 5, up until the 20th of January, you have all gone through many cycles that you have seen, felt, heard, tasted, touched when it comes to the liberation. Really ready, really ready. Gracias a Dios, really ready. Yo, I was literally jamming to that salsa all day today. I ain't gonna hold you. But anyway, none of y'all over here. Okay. Listen to me well now. None of you over here should be explaining yourself to anything or anyone that says you have changed your speed from your finger to that block button better be quicker than Usain Bolt and Sha'Carri Richardson put together. Yesterday was Sunday. Today is Monday. What you mean? I changed. Supposed to. I mean, from the physical eye, I didn't come out my mama's womb appearing this way. Of course I've changed. Fuck you mean? Huh? Something telling you, is Pluto and Aquarius going? What a time to be alive. It's lit. It's welcome, Sunborn. 100. But yeah, y'all. Let's see what messages are coming out. I'm going to keep reminding y'all, too. Ain't nobody supposed to be in your DMs or if you in they live picking on you and talking about they got a message for you and all that. No. If you didn't give consent or ask somebody to read on your energy, they don't got no message for you. Some of these, people who call themselves veterans, they should know better. You should know better. But that's the beauty of cosmic divine order, where people have to be, pay more attention as to what's going on. Not jumping into conclusions because their false intuitions as false devotees is telling them something. Just saying. Let's get into the message. All praises due to the Most High, angels, ancestors, Mama Universe, Papa Universe. Hey. Thank you. Gratitude for this collective, and make sure you align them to speak words within this comment section in the chat, to speak affirmative action or thoughts, and not what they're going to do that they have not yet done. Allow them to keep that within themselves and work on that. But that which is an affirmation, because it's already happening, allow them to speak mindfulness and wisdom with themselves throughout this chat, and anyone that they may connect with, that they're able to respond with wisdom if a response is required. Allow them to walk away from situations that they are to walk away from without explaining thy beautiful self, because it is unnecessary and not in alignment to thy frequency and vibration of evolving. Yeah. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mama Universe and Papa Universe. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of my angel spirit guides, ancestors, protectors, warriors, known and unknown. I connect my heart and soul to my heart and soul, always in connection to the Most High gods and goddesses that flow through me as me, because I am thee. For you and I to connect and speak with our mind's eye to see. Ashe, 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 ashe. Let's go. Let's go. Just got hot too. What is it called? Soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. You're being called now. It's time to step up. 15:51 on the timer. It's time to step up. What's the message for the collective? 3 shuffles. This is 2. Last one. 644. 122, 2024. Timeless energy, numbers wise. Dive in. Message for the collective. Pluto and Aquarius. Power of the people, yo. Power of the collective. Longing for a home. Homesick for the stars. Hi, Wraith. Hi, Wraith. What is supporting this energy here? Let's see what's going on. Longing for home. Okay. Jump in. Andromedans. Andromedan energy. Okay. Say yes to change. Longing for home. Homesick for the stars. Andromedan energy. Adventure. Say yes to change. The home you've been longing for is within you. It's in your eye. It's in the eye. Beauty's in the eyes of the beholder, they're saying here. Longing for home. Some of you have to, I'm seeing the 4 of Swords. This is going into not explaining yourself to people who don't speak your language and just simply cutting yourself out of this situation. I mean, Pluto in Aquarius, depending on which house it's in for you, okay? We'll get more into that. I'm going to just allow Source to speak on the energies this is reflecting at this moment. Before personal reading, to know more about that for yourself, email me. But let me see here. A lot of changes here within your dream state. A lot of change is happening within your dream state for some to reconnect you with the home you're longing for in this physical realm. A lot of change is happening in your career sector for others of you in terms of the eye, Taurus, Pisces. There could be changes that are occurring for you so that way you go where you are fully recognized for all that you are, all of your skill sets, not just 1 or 2, all of it. So for some of you, this longing energy is having to do with putting all the pieces together and living a life where all the pieces are together. What's here at the bottom? This is from my peripheral. This is showing up as a rose. This is showing up as a rose from here. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community, longing for home. And it says you're not alone. The rose, the mother. You're growing from a position in your life, speaking of royalty, that this is a specific energy to you. You're not alone, just as it says here. You have to go through these certain shifts in order to build a particular community, first and foremost, with yourself. Because there's so many systems already within you, right? That allows your body to function. That's the first establishment or community you want to get in alignment with. Yo, shout out to Joe. Real one right there. Shout out to Joe for real. That was an amazing journey. Alana. So, if you're longing for home, you have to realign all of those systems within you. You may want to do some research on that. You know what I'm saying? Become your own biology teacher, because there's something about you having an understanding, overstanding on let's say a fourth grade, fifth grade level of biology is going to help you to put these pieces together. You can see where to go. For some of you, you've been looking at something that's already perfectly built for you. But there's something about a veil that is over you by choice. Because once you remove that veil through your own willpower, you'll see the portal. You'll see it. You'll see doorways where only you have the vision to see this doorway, because it's perfectly designed for you. But you have to say yes to change. Aquarius, Pluto, both of those indicate change. Aquarius is more so in connection to Uranus. Its ancient ruler is Saturn. Okay. But as far as Uranus energy, it speaks of sudden changes due to enlightenment from ancient ruler Saturn, of the limitations that has been placed on you to strengthen you, so that way you can get a clearer vision of what it is that you are being enlightened and awakened to. And Pluto is literally there to assist you through these changes, especially when it comes to whatever it is that you want to hold on to. And the only reason why you're holding on to it, because it's something that you have to break through. It's a psychological block that is preventing an evolutionary, which is connected to Uranus, Aquarius energy growth. So this longing for home energy that's showing up here with the Andromedan frequency saying, say yes to change, it's got to do with holding on to something. Some of you have to be, this is what I'm saying, be more aware if this has to do with a person, a significant person. You have to really listen to even the slightest moments where they're giving off the verbiage of someone that is actually against you. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to explain yourself. Give yourself that authority to disconnect from anything that is not of you. It's not of you. It just showed a needle. For some of you, this may feel as though it is you're looking for a needle in a haystack, but that needle is you. You are that needle. And the screen just said shine, tweezer. What? Listen. There's this energy of poking, but it's your royal energy that is poking these situations to burst whatever bubble they in, that they may feel as though this is a competition. It's another thing. There's no necessity to be surrounded by people who are in this competitive nature, because that's evident they're not being themselves. To compete, one, two or more have to be doing the same thing, and one is doing it better, or whatever the case may be. Another is doing it better than another. But it completely indicates that two or more are doing the same thing. Aquarius energy is eccentric. It's the planet in itself is shaped in a different way and moves differently as it orbits around the sun than any other planet. It moves the way it want to move. So Pluto is supporting you at this time in the sign of Aquarius to get you into the most authentic space that is possible. You're not alone. The parallel version of you of success is with you. It is with you. Yes, it is. Ooh, says wait. It's not yet time. Things are being woven. Clarify. This is what it says here. Longing for home. Because this is coming across as waiting too long, though. Some of you feel it's not yet. It's been time. Time's up. Not laughing at you. It's just this Pluto in Aquarius. It just, it's it's a vibe, okay? I mean, you may not be experiencing the same exact situations, but going to March 23rd of last year, that's when Pluto entered Aquarius. Greetings, Fatima. Let's see. Okay. See? This card landed sideways, right on top of this weight. What happened here? Okay. What's this? Cracked open. Rock bottom. Surrender to the alchemy of life. I told you, somebody waiting too long. This is not funny. Why am I this way? Don't even ask. Don't even ask. But I'll tell you, what I'm enjoying most is the ability to disconnect just from the gut and the heart communicating and saying no and not going against it. Oh, it's a no? All right. Right, whatever needs to be written down, rip that sucker up, burn it up, throw it away, put some vinegar and salt, do whatever. Turn on that frankincense dance. Oh, it's a no? Okay. I'm not asking why. If the chakras that are the foundation or standing under the throat, mind's eye, and the crown are saying, we as the foundation of what your truth, your vision, okay, and connection to source, we as the foundation, heart, solar, sacral, and root are saying no to this because it's not in alignment to what is being built, what is there to question? That's inner wisdom, inner guidance, inner compass, listening, being aware, feeling, being aware. Everything around you speaks to you before these energies come in. That's really giving the vibe of being in the starting blocks, in a set position, waiting for that gun to go off. Yeah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Show me this. Longing home for the stars here. Cracks open, rock bottom, because what I'm hearing is, as far as the bottom, there is nowhere else to go any further but up right now. It's only up from here. Yeah. Full moon in Leo coming up in 3 days. It's the only way to go is up. Your heart got to be as light as a feather, which is another reason why all these situations are being placed in the bag or basket for you to dispose of it all at once. For some of you, this is also, if you're feeling overwhelmed, is because there's a collective of energy that Pluto is working on for you at 0 degrees. Okay. The center of it all. It's literally pulling it all together, putting it all right in your view so you can see exactly what it is that gotta go before we get to the first step or one. Show me this energy here. Eleventh house. That's Aries. Aries, Sun, Aries rising. Pluto in Aquarius is in your 11th house, where the cosmos grant wishes, partnerships, social occasions. This is also the house of the humanitarian, the revolution, beauty, art. Longing for home, 11th house. That's the star. That's Aquarius. Let me go into the star system then. Saturn is here. Definitely having to do with the part of you that accepted the challenge to gain wisdom, which is why you hit rock bottom, which is also allowing you to surrender to the alchemy of life, which is you. You recognizing you carry that life force. Aries energy speaks of the life force of the spiritual warrior to combat anything that goes against your balance based on who you are, your life force, and what brings you vitality. Anything that wants to disconnect you or lower your frequency. You have accepted that challenge to recognize that, which is helping you to surrender to the alchemy of life. 703 right now, 8, 9, 10. That's one. A new beginning, starting anew. Let me look at the Mystic Martians here. Ooh, split the deck. We got the Flower of Life, inspiration, awe, and dreams. This is what the Andromedan message is saying to jump into and say yes to. Crystallizing your imagination, 3535 on the timer. That's an 8-8. You're gonna be, you're gonna get returned infinite fold. Those are 2 8s, but you're gonna get returned infinite fold. That's also the year of the dragon too. We are in that year as really as of February the 10th. Show me here. That's a whole face. It's given the face of a praying mantis. I don't know if you can see it. Or ET. A long neck. ET phone home. There you go. Nose itching. They there now. Show me the star system. Arcturians and the golden ratio 631. That would be calendar-wise July 1st, which would be Cancer energy. 630. That is also Cancer energy. 2 of Cups, 4 of Cups, 6 of Cups. Still longing for home here. Arcturians speak of feeling safe, wisdom keepers, and concerns. 373 is showing up here. You do have the universe and spirit guides working with you closely, especially in situations where you may not be feeling safe, especially with hitting rock bottom. It is your time. There's no waiting period. With the golden ratio here, you're excelling at a speed beyond your own imagination. Okay. You're excelling at a speed beyond your imagination. This is the best example I can give about that. This would be, because there's certain moments when in running, in track and field, where you feel as though, where a runner may feel as though they ran their worst race. But when they look at the clock, it's a personal best. Either the way they felt, because whatever it is that you're feeling right now is not the same person. You have shed the skin, is what there's, okay. The skin that you've been shedding has been shed. So you're much stronger now. There's things that you're used to doing at a certain rate or level of endurance that you may not have to do anymore, and you feel as though you're going slower, but you're moving much faster through this process right now because of the shedding of the skin. 707. All right. Speaking of bubble, I mean, they really giving the same appearance here, if you look and see. So this is definitely something you want to pay attention to also when you're looking up in the sky. Answers to help you with your safety and security, Venusian energy. All right. It's coming through to you through the elements. Let me see some. Quiet achiever, trial and error, conscientious, rational, insightful mentor, confidant, reserved, soul searching, sensible, listening. Some of you are really clearing the blockages from the challenges you accepted to gain wisdom from the heart chakra. I'm seeing that you're being able to read through situations much clearly here, especially with the golden ratio, beauty, nature, and patterns. This could also be why you've had a change in appetite, and there go the Andromedans. Can't make that shit up. You have vegans here, number 23, 31, 23, and then Andromedans. Some of you are definitely a star seed from Andromeda, Andromedan star seeds here, Arcturian star seeds. The commercial just said, that's me, Arcturian, 709, July 9th. Well, that'll be, that's more so connected to, especially around that date, Sirius, Syrian star seeds. Andromedans. Let me see something here. Let me see what the Arcturians are saying. They operate and navigate their ships purely through auras and consciousness energy. And some of you have to um, stargaze, even if it's just one that's showing to you, showing itself to you. I mean, for some of you, that could be a planet. But stargazing is also going to help you to rise from this bottom period that you feel as though that you're in. This is coming through more as physically, because I'm getting that mentally and spiritually you're not in that space of rock bottom. Physically you may feel as though, but you're now in this space where there's a merge happening of the parallel version of you that is enjoying all the success that you are affirming today. Continue to stick with those affirmations, especially in those moments where you may come across doubtful people, or even if this is an energy that walks by you, go immediately into your affirmations of what you are bringing in and realigned with that higher version of yourself. All right. Arcturians are gentle, private, and quiet overall, and amazing time travelers of the universe. Okay. Arcturians were historically responsible for assisting Pleiadians into ascended awareness during their collective consciousness shift, which is where you're at now. Okay. So some of you are, you know what I'm saying, assisting the collective with ascended awareness. I don't even trip if that's you and you've been on a journey where you feel as though, okay, I'm done. It's just me doing this. No, keep going. There's a reason why you come from a very high vibration or interplanetary soul where you originated from is highly advanced. You know what I'm saying? They're as far as lessons where you come from, that's beyond the lifestyle from where you come from. So you're here to assist with the ascension of the collective when it comes to consciously being aware. That's you want to talk about your greatest ability is through your responses. Responsibility is what you're aware of. Can you listen, hear, see, taste, feel all your senses at once? Because that's when you connect to the sixth sense, that response when you're activating or using all of the other five. in a spontaneous way, all at once. Some hear what I'm saying and would say, yeah, I can do that. But you observe the lifestyle, that's not what's happening. There could be more of a feeling, there could be more of what they're hearing or more of what they're looking at, not even yet seeing. Andromedans, let me see, highest known ascended masters. Extremely concerned with humanity's future and with the ecological devastations happening on Earth. They would prefer all benevolent and malevolent ETs were absent for a while, so humanity can master their own momentous energetic shifts of ascension without persuasion or deception. They are 12th dimensional ascended masters and have fully awakened the quantum capacities that far exceed humanity's still dormant inbuilt DNA code of abilities. Andromedans understand the limited logic and awareness Earth humans are conditioned into. That's why you feel alone. But with Pluto going into Aquarius, honey, not no more. This has to do with the development of the left and right hemisphere of the brain. Let's see what else here. Gemini, speaking of two. Gemini, the twins. The energy is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, and informative, stimulating exchanges possible. Some of you have to laugh more. If you're feeling this, is because you've been more so focused on the changes that are happening and not laughing enough. You know what I'm saying? It's the vibe of taking on burdens from what you want to be completed as far as the deception and the misuse or no use of left and right hemisphere of the brain and what reality would come to be with such way of life. Right, left hemisphere of the brain. Logic, intuition, masculine, feminine, not a separation. So, eighth house. The transformational area of your life that is about shared resources and intense emotions. We in the Venus hour still? If we're in the Venus hour still, some of you, we're in Mercury, so 717 right now. Okay, so some of you could be in, a partnership where you're recognizing, fuck, this is over. Yeah. But greater is coming. Greater is coming. Look at these two stars here at the top, shining bright. Okay. Really aligning Look at that. The sun is at the bottom of the deck. Really aligning with energies that connect with you broadening your horizons spiritually, academically, or on this journey, whether if it's traveling physically or traveling internally. But with the sun here, is your immortal spirit, purpose, and destiny is involved. Some of you have just recently got out of a partnership or a contract. And what you're releasing at this time is the home that you felt as though was home. But if you're no longer in this situation, it's because your immortal spirit, which is your soul, that carries your purpose and destiny, is taking the forefront. Know that all is well. All is well. Oh yeah. Just saw it was a swirl that came up on the screen, very similar here to the golden ratio. So let me 31 is on there, March 1st, 3-1. That's 9 of Cups. You'll be receiving the wish fulfillment, honey. You will be, okay? But the wish fulfillment that you're going to be receiving is in connection to your immortal spirit purpose and destiny that is involved. So when it comes to getting what it is that you are desiring, there has to be a vibrational frequency match for this to be received. So let's say if this is a particular person, if they're not matching your frequency and vibration, this is why they're not coming towards you. It's not connected to your immortal spirit, purpose, and destiny that is involved. So that should help you to take a load off here, all right? The golden ratio Fibonacci sequence golden spiral is the self-stimulating fractal spiral sequence that is mathematically and geometrically found everywhere in nature. It is an irrational number and is represented by 5. Numerically, it is the sum of 2 numbers that precede it. So the sequence is 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55, 89, 144, etc. Some of the 2 numbers. Now, speaking of 35, 35, the 2 8s. Let me see something here. Let me see through this. You're receiving the total in regards to what the message that I'm getting from is you're receiving the total. This could be of the last 2 situations or 2 lifetimes as far as a reward. Now, this reward comes in when you have control over the flesh. 722, 122. You have to have control over your flesh, the root chakra, your sexual energy, knowing its power, not wanting to exhaust that energy because you feel instantly within a certain interaction that this is what you want to do. No, because this is also where Saturn comes into play. Saturn is not about instant gratification, it's the process. You know what I'm saying? Maturity. Having that, let's say this has to do with the person, having that conversation, really seeing if you and this energy align mentally, physically, and spiritually as it relates to your soul. Okay. Because for some of you, what you're not realizing, the way protection is coming in for you is someone disconnecting from you or ghosting you, or there is no communication. If that is you, take a moment to really see, okay, this could be an example of you 5533, of you ordering something you wanted so much, but once when it arrives to you, is eh, that excitement's no longer there. You know what I'm saying? So really allowing yourself to take your time. Saturn's about time and space, all right? To see where this alignment is between you and this energy. And then you would want to pay attention, as far as Saturn, you would want to pay attention to your bones or anything that occurs with your teeth, you know what I'm saying, or your knees when certain situations are not for you. That's literally Saturn saying, yo, no. That's stepping into a lesson. I mean, 5644, that's going to be different for each and every one of you, but Saturn rules the bones, teeth, knees. And also, there is a connection to the ears too. The beeping of your ears. With the left being an energy of someone you've connected to in the physical realm, that's on the other side, right ear, an ascended master. And really take that moment to really see what it is that you're being made aware of. Okay. It is known as nature's secret code or nature's universal rule, as the divine connected proportions of the golden ratio concludes the small is to the large as the large is to the whole. The governing pattern of the golden ratio is found everywhere in nature, including harmonics, art, shells, flowers, leaves, architecture, weather patterns, tree, plant, animal, human biology, and spiral galaxies. The golden ratio has also been discovered on nano and subatomic scale in solid matter. It is said that some extraterrestrials use the golden ratio spiral sequence symbiotically with higher consciousness for propulsion energy of their crafts and to navigate interdimensional time travel. Definitely connecting here with these Arcturians. Something's being fertilized, fertilizer. Life is unfolding naturally. Don't force anything right now. Be present here and now. Yeah. Don't force anything right now. This is also having to do with, situations where your root, sacral, solar plexus, and heart are having that conversation as to the understanding, what stands under this bridge, your truth, throat chakra, mind's eye, and your crown. That's the foundation of your truth. Too many times, you know what I mean, there has been neglect or denying oneself of that truth that is coming from that internal communication. 727, especially when it comes to overcoming certain battles, that to overcome it, it's literally you just disconnecting yourself from it because it's a battle and you've been built for more than just a battle. As in, your strength is too much for a battle. You know what I mean? You literally have to lower your vibration to entertain some of these battles. Okay. All right. We're going to move on to the tarot. Thank you, beloved. Let's see here. They said we can go here. Let's see. What is this change you want them to say yes to? Let's look at that. What is this change you want them to say yes to? What is this change you want them to say yes to? Greetings, Shalom. Zainab. Welcome. And I appreciate you, lovely souls, for your patience. As an apex huntress, I move in certain ways to remove false devotees to this cosmic, beautiful order that we are connecting with. Ashe. You forever love, know that. Especially if your soul tells you belong here, you're forever loved. Even the false devotees too. You're forever loved because more than anyone, more than anything, that love is necessary to go in that direction. Along with my duties, I got the love, but you fierce over here, honey. Okay? Protector gotta be fierce. The builder gotta be head on the body, heaven on earth. Nothing less. You don't want to be in any structure or building with a unstable foundation. That whole shit gonna crumble with you in it. So, me, I know when it's there, even if it's not in the chat, because it shows up. It has to. I'm very good at summoning shit that ain't supposed to be here. Okay. Yeah. Listen, all you gotta do is ask. Give the opportunity for a shift. But if that shift doesn't happen, welcome to Sekhmet Bastetville. I would say that. Welcome to the cut of all cores, the destroyer. If it can't grow, it got to get destroyed. 104.44. Yeah. Say yes to the change. Say yes to the change. What's this change you want them to say yes to? The garden and the gate. Number 30. Now that 3 is the Empress energy now, okay? Taurus energy. They want you to say, hey, Source wants you to say yes to your abundance. And you got the world 3029. It could be in your sign of return. They want you to say yes to this change, closing out a cycle, because when you close out this cycle, I mean, you've been had the key, you know what I'm saying, to open up yourself to further possibilities and connection to this abundance. Hey, let's see what she, let me see what she talking about. Let me see what she talking about. Abundant prosperity, staying safe, more Arcturian energy. This is giving the vibe of Seven of Cups, especially with the World card at the bottom there. Because in the Eight of Cups, especially if you're in your Saturn return, Saturn in Pisces, it's the Eight of Cups, walking away from those things that no longer serve you. And this could be, you know, a challenge to walk away from these things because they're so rooted in what you used to believe in. And if there's something that you are evolving from, okay, it's because you now know what your true beliefs are. No, Aquarius, I know. Pisces, I believe. Age of Pisces was supposed to be the age of compassion, but it picked up a lot more of the age of Aries that was also intended to be about life force and vitality, but it was more so on a lower aspect of it, which, you know, was the age of war. So this age of war translated into the age of Pisces that led into further deception where they were supposed to be compassion, which is now where in the age of Pisces you have religions forcing behavior. That if there ever should be a religion in terms of behavior, it should just be love. The garden and the gate. This card shows a peaceful young woman in a beautifully blossoming garden with colorful flowers all around. However, the gate to the road outside the garden is locked while the girl wears a key on a chain around her neck. Speaking of the throat chakra, 10800 on the timer. This card upright bodes well for the financial scene. In fact, there may be a lot of money or other personal pleasures coming your way at this time. Say yes to that change now so you can book your personal reading. It says here, but beware, the choice to stay in the seething security of this lovely garden may actually be motivated by habit or a fear of the unknown. So there you go. Because with that Eight of Cups, you're leaving behind 8 cups and you're just not sure because you don't know if those 2 is worth leaving these 8 for. But the Two of Cups is a card of love, healing, strength, courage, full-blown activation of the masculine and feminine, exchanging their love. There's an equal exchange. So it's definitely worth leaving 8 empty cups to go to a position of the Two of Cups, okay, where there's an exchange of the fullness of those cups. The beauty is enticing and worth enjoying, but you may not be giving your spirit the freedom to roam. While it's fine to amass a great deal of wealth, don't let it keep you from your karmic path or from living your truth. Don't let it keep you from your karmic path in terms of, you know, allowing yourself to experience, have the human experience. You have the choice to shift your focus, widen your spiritual perspective, and gain the world that is just outside your gate. You just got to say yes to change. 1-10-10 on the timer. You got to say yes to the change. The affirmation: I am blessed with an abundantly spiritual life. Every day in every way, my joyous prosperity grows and grows. And the next card after that, it happens to be the door to value, new beginnings in finance or career. So it's speaking of the eye. Yeah, if there are changes happening, it's reflecting you stepping into actually experiencing your life as a spirit soul, having a human experience, and not the other way around, which instantly puts you in a mental spiritual prison. Yeah. Say yes to what? What else here? In regards to the garden gate, the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini, the answers you needed already appeared because full moon in Gemini was during Sagittarius season. And that's where that weight card comes into play. Gemini again. Some of you, this literally has to do with, you know, closing something out and being able to laugh about it. You know, really freeing yourself up from a situation and in gratitude and thanks to the Most High. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Yes, indeed. Coming up here. Yes, yes. Let me see. Let me look at this. Right now, the moon is in Cancer. Something y'all really could be feeling it right now. Let me see. Full moons at the beginning of the season and the newness occurring towards the end. Very significant too. New moon, February 9th. There's that. Now, that, so when it comes to bringing love into a situation, this new moon right here, being that it's occurring on the 9th of February, that's the Seven of Swords card, which is moon in Aquarius card. But the Seven of Swords is you not choosing to fight battles depending on, you know what I'm saying, depending on which deck you're using. But it could literally have to do with you being more cautious as to the way you respond to collective situations that trigger a feeling, an emotion within you connected to deception or envy of the past. So with this full moon in Leo coming up on the 25th, you really want to make sure you're in a position of completing these cycles with forgiveness and stepping into your heart. Look at it as the moment where your heart is being weighed next to a feather. Your heart is light as a feather. So obviously, they're literally climbing the pyramids in Mexico in this show right now. Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent. So right now you're in a position, let's just say this is your moment where you have to ask yourself, you know, everything that you experience, where are you when it comes to your heart? Are you still holding on to situations? Because for this to be here, new moon in Aquarius, I almost said new moon in Sag. New moon in Aquarius, bring love into the situation. And full moon in Gemini, the answers you need are coming up after the garden and the gate. And the Andromedan energy is telling you to say yes to the change. This is long overdue. This was something that showed itself to you as of November, December. Okay. When it comes to the way you're perceiving, energies that you felt as though was supposed to be supportive, my thing is, you could be holding on to situations where you felt as though they were supposed to support you, but look what you've evolved into. Look what it inspired you to do, to really connect more with yourself. Everyone has a role to play within their life that also connects to another, and everything is a reflection. You know what I'm saying? So if there's certain positions where you felt as though people were to support you and be there for you, where with yourself, when you are supposed to support yourself, where and when were you not there because they are just bringing that to light for you, especially the closer they get. Now, once you go through that transition or that transformation and you recognize that the energy is still moving the same way, it shouldn't be difficult for you to disconnect yourself from it. But in that disconnection, you have to be mindful that you are disconnecting with love and appreciation, because you're going to put yourself right back into that cycle. It connected you to your heart chakra because you didn't felt that you were being cared for. It's more than okay, but it's time for you to evolve. Especially Pluto and Aquarius, but Pluto is all about change. Aquarius loves change too. You know what I'm saying? To an extent. It does things because it sees beyond. It's futuristic. You know what I'm saying? Pluto is all for where you are at in the version of yourself where you have everything you're asking for. Allow yourself to disconnect and breathe. Shit. Some of y'all, you may want to set an alarm. Every 4 hours throughout your day to really see if you're taking deep breaths or if you really sitting there holding your breath. Because that's also important too. To get the proper circulation so you can really see, connect those thoughts and feelings and have that higher frequency of a conversation and communication within yourself. So let me see what else going on here. 1:19:19, 7:47 on the timer, on the clock. Let's see. Oh, 333. Door to love. Bring love into the situation. What's at the bottom here? It's time to take action for your ass. New moon in Aries. Now, if this is going along that pattern, this new moon in Aries, let me see. That's giving the 4 of Wands energy. If it's showing up. Let me look at April, because that would be, yeah, April 8th. 3 Wands. Oh yeah, y'all better get this shit together, because if you want what you asking for to come in springtime so you can blossom and move forward, you You better let all this shit go and disconnect from people, you know what I'm saying, that you can literally hear that they not speaking your same language. Okay, 12023, 12028. Uh-huh. You got these are your two choices. People who are using resources to stop complaining and people who are choosing to ignore resources and want to keep complaining. There's no in between. There is none. All right. But this dog romance right here. Say yes to change. Because what you thought was all of it, 8 of Cups, yes, some of y'all walking into exactly what love is for you. And the inspiration is at an all-time high. The motivation, which is internal, the inspiration is external. They're beginning to match now. That's a different world. Because of consistency. And what I'm saying about the inspiration and motivation is matching or connecting is because you're not waiting to take action when you're inspired. You're not waiting for the perfect moment. It's so potent in its energy that you got to get going. Time to take action. Right. You know what I mean? And this is going to be connected to you being authentic, you being the individual that you are within the whole picture. It's at the top. A storm warning. Emotions are running high. Super moon. Yeah, some of you are definitely going through situations here as it relates to partnerships, creative expression, sacral chakra, the womb space, nurturing oneself. You know, for some of you, this is connected to maternal wounds. And when I say maternal, doesn't have to be a mother. It could be maternal in the sense of the nurturing aspect. You know, the way you take care of certain situations, whether if it's yourself or things of the past. Some of you have to forgive yourself for certain situations in the past when you felt as though you could have done more. You've done, especially with the changes you're making now. What you've done in the past was relevant for that season. Okay, to get you to where you are now. If what was part of that season is to come with you moving forward, it's going to. So say that to say there's no need to worry however that plays out. Because if it's not supposed to be there based off of the transitions you're making, there's no necessity for it to be. Okay, let me see. The energy is gaining momentum and emotions are running high. The energy is gaining momentum. Let me see what's under that. It's a win-win outcome for all. So I'm saying they don't need to worry here. All this is happening in divine order, full moon in Libra, which is occurring during the beginning of Libra season. Very significant because around that time, Pluto may be going back into Capricorn. So this could be bringing up situations that you've been clearing out before Pluto stepped into Aquarius, 29 degrees Capricorn. You start partying when Pluto goes back into Capricorn. It's a dance break before you go back into partying again. Fall season. So that's the vibe. All right. So say yes to change. And I love when this comes through that whatever action you take, I love that. You and your loved ones are safe. So just get in alignment. Your heart beating as light as a feather. Okay. Enjoy the ride, babe. My love. Let me go ahead. Let me see what message pulls through. Then we'll go into the tarot. I'm not sure if we're going to do a Celtic spread. It's given the energy of just pulling the messages and see what's up. Let's see what's here, though. Microphone, news, trending, broadcast, expression, strong opinion. As I'm reading this, I just had a vision of Black Swan when her that final performance that she has, where she really becomes her full essence. We have microphone, news, trending, broadcast, expression, strong opinion, make known, current events, public speaking, speak truth, communicate, social media, being heard, speaking up. Okay. No fear. That's 8 of Sagittarius or 8 of Wands, Mercury and Sag. You definitely have ancient souls that are assisting you with higher knowledge. This would be a college course with ancient souls or ancient information or tools that's going to help you when it comes to you speaking your truth, making things known, the way you express yourself. Sagittarius, Sun rising, Pluto and Aquarius is in your 3rd house. So if that's you, you're really in a position, especially Sagittarius rising. The way you're communicating, especially if it has to do with higher knowledge, if you have people around you who are not on that vibration, that's going to be an instant cutting yourself out of there. Labyrinth. You're no longer, committing yourself to delays and being lost. The labyrinth. 2 of Aquarius. 2 of Aquarius, 2 of air, 2 of swords, moon in Libra. Because in some of these situations, you were thrown into situations blindfolded, but you were always ready with your swords. But now with this 8 of Sag coming through and knowing the truth of it, you're putting those swords down, taking the blindfold off. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that you're not walking around unprotected. You know what I'm saying? As far as the 2 of Aquarius, now we're looking at the 6 of Swords with the 2nd deacon of Aquarius, which is you being moved out of murky waters into stable waters as you continue to align yourself with your truth and unraveling yourself from complications. You know what I'm saying? 5 of Sagittarius, 5 of Wands energy. Or if this has to do with 5 degrees Sag, we're going back to the microphone, 1st deacon of Sagittarius, 8 of Wands energy, Mercury and Sag. Again, Mercury is information, it's perception and the way you express that, with the outside world. Expressing what you see and think and see. What else? It's time, 8:28. It's time. It's time for action. Things are fast tracked to unfold quickly and smoothly. All right. I love to see it. What's this? Came out sideways. It's time. Autumn and winter. It's definitely time. Child. 43. That's a 7. And then what is it? Subconsciously? Oh, yeah, this is what's happening. You're moving on from hardships, changing the state of mind, removing yourself from burdens and setbacks, broken vows. Uh-huh. Yeah. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Somebody I used to know. I used to know. And they showing dinosaurs on the screen. That's some ancient past for your way. Well, there's that. That's deep. Pluto and Aquarius. Pluto. Uh-huh. The breakdown of psychological blocks. Man, that's deep, because that does speak of generations after generations of being lost because of sacred values and traditions, disconnecting one from source, nature, 8 o'clock on the dot. $2,000 showed up on the screen. Well, 2000, but 2000. 2000. Yo. Whew. Crone, full moon. The thing is, we're in a season of winter. But the card that indica. Huh. Child. The card that indicates. That's hilarious. The card that indicates right now is the full moon, and it's autumn. And that also connects to the raven. Let's see what they say. And I'm just going with what source tell me to go. We might not even do time, because all these messages is just make me listen. Just listening to source of What's your message here? Oh boy. Wait for important information. And it came out the same way. Not the same way, but the card that clarified, the waiting card from the Starseed Oracle, came out sideways. Waiting for important information, this Oracle came out sideways. What's the challenge? What's at the bottom here? Taking care of your needs, winter. This definitely has to do with breaking yourself free from any complications that are connected to your DNA and what you've picked up as a sacred value, because that's what, influences your decisions. Sacred values. Taurus, what do you value? What do you value determines what you value determines the choices you're going to make. What you value determines the choices you make. You may want to write that down somewhere. What I value determines the choice I make. Yeah. It's okay, love. Because what happens to the greatest of them all, the goats, the Capricorns, the ones that learn the lesson, is that moment right there where you notice that what you value indicates or influences the choice you make. So, what is it that you value? Where are you not valuing yourself in connection to Source as an extension of Source? Because in that process of evolution, you know what I'm saying, where humanity gets stuck in the box, is there's beauty, yes, in passing down certain traditions, but every generation is not to be going in that merry-go-round or in that cycle of the same thing another did before. You don't show up in the first grade and then the next school year you in first grade again. You know what I'm saying? So each generation is taking an upgrade or several. What's the challenge here? Ignite your passions. The oracle, some of you, that is your passion, being the oracle. You have the fire in you. You could be a manifesting generator or manifester, but you have this fire in you that allows you to manifest through divination or being the oracle or creating your own life. Your passion is set up differently, and it's time for you to, you know what I'm saying, tap into that. Yeah. Got the emperor here, the Lord, head of the household. Ignite your passions. Fire. We got Aries not too long ago. Speaking of life force and vitality, take charge with authority when it comes to your life force and vitality from what you know, what you've came from. But who are you with that energy? With it. Who are you? Not who are you based on it. Who are you with it? Yeah. Take charge with authority, honey. Tell me more. Another sideway card. Shift your perception, air guardian, and protection guardian. Drop your shields. Okay. For some of you, because of this labyrinth showing up with this air energy, you could have an air sign that wants to shift your perception because they're not grounded in their energy. Just be mindful of that. And for others of you, this is you, you know, being in and out, garden and the gate. I was about to say garden at the gate, as in guardian at the gate. Drop your shields. This is having to do with walking away from 8 cups to 2. You feel as though you're walking to less, but you're walking into way more. You're walking into a situation here that is sacred, highly valued, heartfelt, because you do have on the 2 of Cups card the lion's head with wings, which is the Royal Star Regulus, which has to do with you leading from the heart. The heart is your life force, is what's keeping you alive. What's allowing you to have this human experience. So what's really stopping you from trusting it? What will do that is the miscommunication between your own heart and your brain. Because of neglecting the response or pushing to the side the communication that was happening based on what, you know, was occurring here from the fourth to the first chakra. You got some powerful energy though. You got the protection guardian, fire guardian, the oracle. Let me go to the waters. Let's go here. Shift your energy, shift your perception. And the elder, at the top of the deck, 141 at the timer. See you there? Move beyond ancestral patterns. Yeah. Okay. So what that's indicating is that it's time for you to receive your rewards for all this work that you've been breaking through. You know what I mean? This spiritual quest that you've been on, breaking these cycles, releasing karmic debts. 828, that's the Jack of Hearts card, which does speak of Christ consciousness. That would be the Christ card. Okay. This is exactly why I move the way I move on this channel when it comes to narcissistic behaviors that do, no, you're not welcome here. Give you all the love, but no, that's got to stop. Just wanted to feed off of people's energy. But anyway, some of you are really tired of that, I can tell. I mean, who wouldn't be? Could be certain friendships. You know what I'm saying? Truth. The truth of a friend shows you what values, that you are connected to that have to end because it's not allowing you to step into your full essence here. So that's that. Start a business. For some of you, especially if this has to do with you being in a position of public speaking on social media, and you got people who call themselves your friends and just show up out the blue asking you how you doing, they should know how you're doing, especially, you know what I'm saying, if you out here speaking your truth on social media. They should be in a position to be able to expand on a conversation that you're having on 4427. And 27 in that energy oracle deck speaks of walking away. You'll really see who your friends are when you start a business. And what I mean about seeing who they are, because your friends are the ones that'll be last to support you. Your companions, partnerships of love will be there from day one through your drought, the fire, and the rain. Some of you may have friends that may be there with you through the drought, but when it's time for you to go through that fire, they're nowhere to be found. In fact, some of you may even have friends that may want to assist you with coming out of the cocoon as a butterfly, and that's exactly what kills a butterfly. So they'll rush you into doing something when they're not even stable themselves. Not coming for them, but it's just pay attention to what it is that you feel when, you know what I'm saying, when you're connecting to such energies, 45, as it relates to what you should do. If you want to figure out what you should do, connect with source. Each and every one of you have direct access to source. Okay. You can even, at this point, if people are really there for you, when it's time for your solar return, people can say it's petty or no. When your solar return comes, if there are people that truly are there for you, they're going to remember and they're going to hit you up that day. There ain't no belated nothing. Especially if you're that person, you know, when it comes to them and their solar return, you there that day. Something that simple could really show you where you at with certain people. And I'm speaking of giving your all, not half-assing the energy in terms of the love and care that you give. It's real easy for certain people to be like, but that's petty, is it? Okay. Well, your ass got to go too. That's the case. That was easy. Allow yourself to make room for unconditional love. For real, for real. Speaking of making life real simple, start there. Solar return. Who says it to you the day of, especially if you're the type of person who, you know, if you post something that day, yeah, if you're someone who posts something of their solar return that day, you know what I'm saying? Pay attention to, you know, who salute you, who honor that. Some of y'all literally got people out here, you know what I'm saying, that's really looking to see who appreciates you, which is the unweirdest thing because weird is supernatural. So obviously they got a whole entity taking them over. You know what I'm saying? If that can happen, why should they be around you? Not saying that everybody you see, you know what I'm saying, that you don't, it's just about showing love when you can. You know? What am I watching you? What do we have? Tranquility. Make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude. Indulge in much needed self-care. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Because the more these energies you remove out of your space, let's say you are someone that is on social media speaking truth, it definitely changes, you know, your gauge when it comes to the way you express yourself. So the more you get that out of your way, the more you can be at a loving state. Some they gonna be around to watch you, but they had a choice. You know what I'm saying? To be connected to you or to watch from a distance. The key is to keep love around you. That's the major key here. Rising affirmations. Say positive affirmations each rising to open the gates of manifestation. It says the other word, morning, but I don't use that unless someone has passed on. Affirmations, rising affirmations. Say positive affirmations each rising to open the gates of manifestation. Yep, and continue to let go. There you go. Make room. See the stack. You see the stack. I'm telling you, build them soulmate relationships only. Yeah. And this 8-year, 2024, is all about soulmate relationships. New romance with the spiritual basis is here for you now. Some of you got, you know what I'm saying, connections to people that's literally causes static in your house of love. And that's a hell no. You hoping something's gonna change? I just gave you the recipe, so you're not sitting here hoping, waiting, but you making the change. That's another word you gotta be careful for. Yeah. You're gonna find yourself in spaces that Arcturian energy, where you're connecting to intergalactic or interplanetary souls. Again, an interplanetary soul comes from a dimension where there isn't this experience of the drama you see here on Earth. And that's all through the creation based on what one says, whether it's, verbal, nonverbal. Because this thing here with words are powerful, that ain't no joke. To say, I hope something's going to happen, it implies a degree of fear. This is not something to believe in. That's a fact. Because it's connected to not knowing. And the conscious awareness that is evolving amongst humanity is to step away from the fear of not knowing. But to know that the not knowing is also a knowing. Because something behind that is determining that it doesn't know. But without that full connection, and the knowing one is an extension of source, it's not something to be personified. You know what I'm saying? Then you'll be able to, really go with the ebb and flow of love. Water can cleanse you or it can drown you. But a soulmate relationship with the spiritual basis is here for you now. Soulmate. The soul is at the forefront, not an ego mate relationship. Well, soulmate companion. Or someone that relates to your soul. the ego. Ego is not something you kill. No, it's just, it gives you the opportunity to experience life in the physical, in the flesh. But that's not all you are. Let's see what else. Positive energy. Time to move on. Positive energy. Explore your options. 155.50 on the time. Surround yourself with positive people and avoid situations of what is not a negative being willing to transform into a picture. Not good or bad, right or wrong. Surround yourself with the universe's law that things are constantly in motion. The avoiding of the way negativity is being shown here is that which is not willing to change. So again, back to where we started. Anybody who come up to you, talk about you changed, that's someone willing to be 5656 in a negative state without development. It's time to look at other possibilities and a great time to make changes. There's that. Slow and steady. But with this here turtle here, you were definitely someone that was, breaking through major cycles. Ooh. Slow transformations. You felt every bit of it, but that was the only way for you to really make the appropriate changes, by feeling every part or depths of the energy in motion or an emotion. Where is it coming from? Where did it start? To let it go. Because it's time to move on. Let's go to the Psychic Tarot Oracle. Final advice. Final advice. For a personal reading, I have different options. Just email me. Information's in the description box. And we'll go from there. Final message, bro. Movement, choices, decisions. Know that what you value influences your movement, choices, and decisions. 2 of Pentacles. What else? We have material harvest here and the Sun card. Transformation, patience and planning, transformation. The Light, which is the Sun card in this deck, which is indicating it's time for you to shine. It's time for you to shine. This is also what's going to bring in these manifestations. And for some of you, you have what it is that you've been asking for, but you may still be holding on to, certain things of the past that it's time to let it go. Material harvest is here. Venus and Virgo, you enjoy being of service. Welcome into it is. You enjoy being of service, so allow yourself to really connect with what it is that you value, that's going to help you to connect more and move in a way where you're appreciative of yourself, stepping away from where you may have been taken advantage of. Because coming up after the movement, choices, and decisions, we have 2 cards that came out. sideways, which is indicating a challenge. We'll look into it. We got the throat chakra and the triumph card. So this is 5, 7, 12. Okay. That's 12th house energy. That just came through real strong on that. This is, yeah. So, okay, this is what I was saying before, where some of you, you have people around you that when they're speaking to you one on one, you can hear, you can sense the competition, the jealousy, the envy, the hatred. They may not tell it to you, but what happens is when you begin to shine that light more and more and more, these energies have no other choice but to expose themselves. You just have to, you know what I'm saying? Be aware. Some of you can, before this even comes in, you could feel that this conversation or this interaction is going to happen. For some of you, pay attention to that right there, where you're wondering about something. And if you're on social media, this person may like the video or comment. Pay attention. Everything, Pluto and Aquarius is going to manifest everything you are asking that you want to see. The same way you have control over the faucet, you turn that on, water comes out. Yeah, same way. Same way. Okay? Because some of y'all may be approaching people who, you know what I'm saying, you're here to guide and being of service here with the Nine of Pentacles. That's Venus and Virgo. Your sacred value is Virgo energy, being of service. This also connects to spirituality, but it also connects to overcoming challenges in regards to hidden enemies. Polar opposite of Virgo is Pisces. And what's not allowing someone to fully recuperate or rejuvenate so they can connect to all that they are. After Pisces, you got Aries. You know what I'm saying? So really being mindful here when certain people may come around you. They may not, I don't know if they forget as to what you said, and they'll come to you in a conversation negating that or debating what you said, but somewhere within their mind, they're not able to recall that what they're negating or debating is what you said, but they're coming to you to support their negativity. So just be mindful of that, because I've been noticing that. And that's just something where you are coming to a space where you're recognizing where people are allowing these energies that are going against you and bringing the cosmic order and love onto this planet who are literally against you. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Book a personal, I'll let you know ASAP. That is not going to be difficult to figure out at all. Shit. Especially if you remember the conversation. I mean, I don't do, readings to talk about another person. That's not the way that goes down. But the cards will show it as in, okay, red flag. Be mindful, take action in accordance to what you value. And it better be yourself first. Okay. So let me because that's basically a narcissist, if anything. Narcissistic behaviors move that way. And it gets stronger with those behaviors when they don't have control over their sexual energy. If you really want to know a way as to, you know what I'm saying, how to really expose hidden enemies, get control of your sexual energy. You know what I'm saying? Utilize it to manifest without engaging yourself, not telling you what to do and not do this and not do. No, this is just a tool for your toolbox. Because it'll show itself in different variations. You want to make sure you're surrounding yourself with people. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their ups and downs, but it's really time to be mindful when an energy want to stay down there. You got to leave them where they at. Look at that. King of Swords, Nine of Wands. You'll know this is something that it's been having you in this wounded state. You may not recognize exactly why, but this is what I was saying before, that once you get to the root of the matter, anything that is still connected to it instantly exposes itself. I mean, when I say instantly, it don't even take the day to change. It just be one after the other. Yeah. Why is this in this position? Seven of Cups, confusion. That's what I'm saying. Speaking of exposing themselves. That's where the waiting, in terms of surrendering to the alchemy, where there's a challenge to that, is surrendering to the way the universe is fully connecting to you based on your evolution to rise to a higher vibration. And the universe has to, connect with you at a much faster rate. There's levels to it. I ain't telling you something based off belief. I'm telling you what I know. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Two seahorses on the screen. This not say yes to change. And the first card was guarding the gate, number 30, but that's that 3, that abundance. All this information been showing up to y'all. Probably even since Scorpio season. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get out of Scorpio season, you step into your godly essence because you've gone through the transformation, which means you resurrected. Once you get into Sag season, you've resurrected. Scorpio is all about the death and transformation, transmutation to connect you to your desires, taking into a higher knowledge, higher knowing, know, crown, seeing, mind's eye. And here you have the challenge is the throat chakra. That's where you got stuck at. Look at the Empress shows up here. Speaking of value, because the throat chakra also connects to Taurus energy. It's a very strong protective mother energy coming through here. 838. Throat chakra challenge, completing the cycle. 721, that's 4 cups. You know what? For some of you, clearly this is somebody that you may connect with this energy out of pity. Cut it, because that same person is really on some competitive shit. 721, 4 cups. Moon in Cancer energy. The moon is in Cancer right now. Closing out. For some of you, you've been praying to your ancestors. The moon is on the screen. They just flew to the moon. JJ the jet plane. Just saying. They flew to the moon. Just saying. I just got somebody blocked right now. I know it. I know. Woo. I just have to say I feel safe here and always will. Aw, appreciate you, intuitive flow, sister. Ah, Shay, honey. We got the Lovers card that came out. Some of you, this is a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. Or this could have to do with siblings, cousins, or people that you have really close to you that you exchange very valuable information about, lifetimes or whatever the case may be. King of Wands. Leo energy. But this is talking about your subconscious is bringing all of this up because we're approaching the full moon in Leo. And the new moon in Aquarius is about bringing love into the situation. So you have to close out whatever it is that you may have been taking a risk on to assist with. But on the back end or right in your face, this energy is just being disrespectful because they're completely out of it. And it's an example of it's easier for someone to pull you down than for you to pull them up. Feel me? So back to decisions here with the Lovers card. Movement, choices, and decisions. What movement, choices, and decisions here, source, spirit guides, are you guiding the collective? You know what I'm saying? To that abundance. What movement, choices, and decisions you're guiding them towards here? What movement, choices, and decisions are you guiding them towards? For some of you, this got to be something from 2006 too. 7/21, 2006. Ooh. What movement, choices, and decisions is source, spirit guides guiding you towards? The Ace of Cups. Unconditional love. Some of you been giving, and people won't be smart asses. Page of Pentacles, which is basically saying the more you step into this unconditional love for yourself, that which is not in connection to that is going to be exposed for you to rip those pages out the book or just burn the whole fucking book. Okay? It's done. The story is non-existent. Well, you ain't got to worry about doing it anyway. The tower's here. Pluto and Aquarius. We got here Jupiter and Gemini. So once you integrate your truth based on the information and align yourself with unconditional love for yourself and all things around you, boom, here go the Tower. Everybody got it. Everybody that's not in alignment and can't take that right there, that power right there. It's going to shine a light on it. Because it's time for you to look at this. It's time for you to receive. You got the 10 of Pentacles and this here, 4 of Wands. What's this? Page of Wands. Okay. Yeah. Because by the time you get to the new moon in Aries, all the actions that you take with Pluto and Aquarius, now Pluto's, remember, supporting your authenticity. So if you're still stopping yourself from, you know what I'm saying, from really stepping into all that you are in this 8 year, you the one that's going to be feeling this, you know what I'm saying? This Bella, this. Okay. Mm-mm. Source spirit guides are saying, accept this Tower. Because it's helping you to make the decisions in alignment to your material harvest. Because it's time for you to shine. And you want to experience this now. Because by this time, 9/19, Pluto will be back into Capricorn. So you want to have this, you know, this solid grip on this evolve version of you that if you have to be rebellious, it is your essence of royalty through your energy, not through what you have materially. It's just the energy and motion within you won't allow whatever this is to come back into your life as you're shining. Yeah. Some deep stuff. Let's see. Tower. Page of Cups. This is happening now, between now and the 28th. This Tower moment, that's literally 122 to 128. Anything that's spoiled is showing up now. Anything that's spoiled and has no light to it that has to go is out of there. It's out of there. It brings the frequency of self-sabotaging thoughts that your storyline is not this anymore. Or if this is you, there's a part of you that's, you know what I'm saying? That's being removed from you so you can wake up. 7 of Pentacles. It's time. Saturn and Taurus. 7. Spirit is not playing over here. Because the Chariot's been stuck for too long. Because the Chariot with the throat chakra, they're both in a challenging position. Also, something about Venus in Scorpio season closed this out even more. Because the all or nothing energy, and if it's any in between, it's out of there. It's out of there. Why? Because the Ace of Wands is in the building. Your rebirth, your awakening. That vision is beaming, a new flame. This is what's coming in. Two of Pentacles, which is what we started with here. Movement, choices, and decisions. This situation she got going on right here to decide between spirit and the mundane has to do with these options here. But what this card is saying, activate these energies, your throat, your heart. That's giving more so the crown. It's pink, so this would have to do with, one's femininity with the root chakra, sensuality, with the sacral here, and then you have the solar plexus. With the ring showing up in this pink section, it's really speaking of higher levels of commitment. Movement, choices, and decisions based off of commitment, not interest. It's under Two of Pentacles here. Six of Swords. Yeah. Which is what we were looking at with this card here, the Labyrinth. No longer being delayed or lost while you're on this spiritual quest. Catch 22, solving the problem. Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Mercury and Cancer. Let me see what's under that, though. The Empress, 33. Yep, there's the reconciliation here with the master within you, with the Three of Cups and the Empress showing up here. $33. One more. Challenge is taking the wheel, changing your perspective. Ten of Swords, of the betrayal. Yeah. So again, that would have to do with, as we approach the full moon in Leo, look at this as the moment of judgment, especially with Pluto and Aquarius. Aquarius is judgment too. It's the age of judgment. Daniel. And look at this as the moment where your heart is being weighed next to a feather. Heart is light as a feather. Whatever happened, happened. Move on from it. Make space now for this awakening that's coming. The awakening that's here. Forget coming, it's here. It is here. Because again, Page of Cups, that reflects 122 to 128. Today is the 22nd. It's also Pisces energy, or it could be a younger water sign here. Why is the wheel in this position? What is the challenge here? Seven of Swords. Wow, that's new moon in Aquarius. The 9th of February. 9th of February, third decan of Aquarius is Seven of Swords, but it's showing up here in reverse. Yeah, see, release the deception. The deception is going to keep the wheel stuck. Keep you in a repetitive cycle. For some of you, this is new love that's coming in. And it's something of the past that is blocking this shift or a higher level of commitment within the partnership that you're in. This could even be giving birth to a new idea or project. What's the situation of the past? Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck here. Ooh. Being real cutthroat with just a look. Not even saying it. Being real cutthroat with the look. The birds is doing all the talking. What was the situation of the past they gotta move from? Move on from. Move on from. Move on from. Ooh. Karmic. Yeah, justice here. Libra. Now, let's see. This is fifth house. Something that was blocking your creativity, your willpower. Because Pluto and Aquarius for Libras in the fifth house. Something that was blocking you from doing what you enjoy doing. The Magician. Shit. 22626. That's another 8. Well, 2626. That's 111 though. New Moon in Aries. 4-9. New Moon in Aries. Well, around there. Third Deacon. Sun in Aries. Wow. This is something that was blocking you from doing what you enjoy doing with the group of people you enjoy doing it with. Let me see. Gemini, Virgo, Gemini, Pluto, and Aquarius, ninth house. Virgo, sixth house. This could be something spiritual. Definitely something having to do with you being an oracle or just, tapping into metaphysics, the esoteric, allowing yourself to broaden yourself to be able to expand and, live a life of expansion, of greatness, love, abundance, physically, financially, spiritually. King of Cups. Definitely having to do with using your intuition here. King of Cups is family oriented, intuitive, business oriented. This masculine energy is highly intuitive. Let me see something. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, this definitely has to do with the way someone expresses themselves or communicating. Some of you are entering new relationships where you really have to let go of what a past person was doing in terms of who you communicate with, the charisma that you have. Because there's a level of insecurity from the other person. So this is something, you've also have grown from. And through this growth, you may have connected with this partner of the past that you may not be with at this time, or you could be deciding this. And if you're deciding this, I always say, depending on what your situation is, that your answer is in the question. The moment you have to question something, you're obviously on the opposite end of being there. Six of Cups, someone of the past. This could also have to do with people that are near and dear to you and their perception of who you should be with. Gotta let that go. You decide what's for you. You know what I'm saying? Then you have Scorpio here, death and rebirth. The Queen of Pentacles and the Hermit. Yeah, it's definitely time to go within. Yeah, some of you are sitting on an empire by entertaining energies that don't have that type of vision. Seven of Pentacles shows up. It's already beginning to grow. It's already beginning to grow. Four of Pentacles, but you keep holding on here. Let's see. To a decision, judgment, definitely an ending. To get in alignment with your wishes, the stars here, what you know. Back to the star, huh? The Arcturian energy mentioning feeling safe. Where do you go? Go where you feel secure. Go where you feel secure and safe. If you notice any energies where you know what I'm saying, it's that's a no. That's a no. This is Saturn and Leo. Obstacles and challenges when it comes to the things that you enjoy doing, creating, or who you want to love. Three of Wands, getting together. This is that new moon in Aries. And I'm just going to have to close out the message there. Because that's sweet. It's clear as day now. This shit is clear as day. Okay? It's clearer than a day. The sun right now looking at us in this message on some, yo, what in the fuck? Is that clear? That bright? Okay. That bright. Yeah. Yeah. The sun wonder, what you doing here? How you even get? Listen. The soul is on fire. Graces to all of you, loves. Story of Joseph. Well, satisfied message 23404. Love to see it. Shout out to all of you. Grand Pluto and Aquarius, don't let nothing stop you. Because if you do, I'm on your ass. I love y'all. Have an amazing evening. Shalom. Adios.